Okay, now welcome to this session of using formulas in Excel. So we have we have this table already. Uh, we have this table with items A, B, C, D up to I, and quantity, unit price, total price. Now we're going to use formulas to come up with the remaining field cells like total price, how to add, how to subtract, how to divide. So in Excel, like before we said, Excel works on formulas. So formulas are the heart of Excel. So if you need to know how to work with formulas, so we're going to follow this tutorial. So first, to begin with, remember we said in Excel, whenever I want to come up with a formula, you always start with equal signs. Now we have quantity and unit price. So if we have items of A to be produced are 4, and each item costs 3,000. In a basic mathematics, when you multiply 4 times 3,000, you get 12,000. Now you need to come up with the rest of the remaining total price for all these other products, these items. And in Excel, we're going to write a formula that will calculate this product, this quantity and unit price. We multiply it to get an answer here. Then we fill the remaining cells with the same formula. So this is how we do it. You come to your formula bar and you start with equal signs. Remember, formulas begin with equal signs. If you've read through the notes, you'll see that whichever formula you have to write in Excel always begin with an equal sign. Even if it's a function, formulas you begin with equal sign. So you're going to start. Now you can't just say 4. When you say 4 times 3,000, the times is the asterisk on your keyboard, and hit enter, you will get the answer. But remember, this is a value, this is a constant value, whereby even if you drag and drop down, you will still get the same value. Now here we're going to use what we call cell addressing. So you can't use, you can't calculate the values. In Excel, we calculate the cell addresses. So if I start with equal sign, I come and I click in this cell address which has 4. So this cell address is B2. B2. So you click in B2, then times, then the cell address here is C2. You click in C2. So we've created a formula to multiply the quantity times the unit price. And after that, we hit enter on our keyboard. Now, if you check the formula here, it is B2 times C2. It is what we call the cell we've multiplied the cell addresses, which means that when we autofill, when you see this cross and autofill, all other cell addresses done will be filled with the same formula. So when you click here, it's the same formula, B3 times C3. When you click here, it is the same formula, B4 times C4. Like that, like that. So that is why when we're working with formulas, you normally perform those arithmetic calculations on cell addresses, cell address. Okay, now after knowing that, we're going to come and we see how we can work with the addition, subtract, and division. So in case we want to add the price and the total price to get the answer, the unit price plus the total price, what do we do? You come here, you start with equal sign, click in this cell address C2, then plus total price, which is D2. Hope my point is good. C2 plus D2, then you hit enter. So that means you've added the unit price to the total price. Then you auto fill. Then the other thing is the subtract. Subtract, if you want to subtract, let's say this minus this, the total price minus the unit price. You come here, you write come in your formula bar and write equal sign total price minus unit price. Hit enter. So you drag down. So the same thing with division. Division, if you want to divide this total price and unit price, you come to write equal sign this, then you divide with the slash on your keyboard, divide by this, then hit enter. So you will go back to the same quantity. So these are just formulas. Now in case there are other formulas, for example, if you want to come up with a formula of whole of this column to add it, well, the easiest way would be a function, and we'll look at functions in our next chapter. But for beginners, the easiest you can start with equal, then you go on clicking on this, then plus this, 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 and lastly that, and you hit enter. So this can be the easiest way to write this for beginners, but the more easiest, or rather easiest, is using a function by summing up everything in this column, and we'll look at that later. So we can bold this to separate, show that it's the total for this. Then we have what we call average. Maybe we can look at other arithmetic calculations and formulas. Let's say if you want to look at the average, let's say the average of this, this and that. So the average of this is we can separate the average here. Where should we put? Let's put the average. So we can put the average here. So the average of this is this we write. Remember, average is a sum of items divided by number of items. Average. If you remember your mathematics, let me show you something. Average is equal to let me increase the font. So average is equal to sum of items divided by number of items. So in Excel, we will look at average as a sum of items of a number of items. So in Excel, you can use your formulas that you still remember, that you studied in A level at campus. So you come and you say equal to sum of this. Sum of this is this plus this plus this cell address plus this cell address, which is H7, rather H5, sorry, plus H6, plus go on, plus then divide by, you can count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and divide by 9. Now 9 is constant because there are 9 items. Get it? Then now the reason as to why, I wonder why I have put brackets. The reason as to why I put brackets, what must follow, Excel formulas follow Excel also follows the rule of BODMAS. So have to put this into consideration that when you're working with calculations in Excel or formulas, always follow the rule of BODMAS. If we ignore the brackets here, if we don't put the brackets, Excel will give us the wrong answer, as we're going to see. So the average of this whole column is 6. So when you do it mathematically and you add this to this to this to this to this, it will give you it will give you an answer. Then you divide by the number of items, which are 9, and then you get 6, the average. So that's why we have. So in case we did not put brackets, for example, if you want to edit a formula, you just simply double click inside. So if we did not put the brackets, Excel would first start with H10 divided by 9, since division is it comes first before addition. So division will come before addition. So that means that Excel will only start from here and then add it to this. So we will get a wrong answer. 48 is not among these. So that's where the rule comes in of BODMAS. So in most cases, we can come up with, let's say, where we can apply BODMAS. Where do we apply BODMAS? So, for example, if you're working on a number, let's say 4, 6, 8, and we have these numbers. Let's say we have e.g. if you want to add to have these numbers 5 plus 6 plus 8. Now let's have timers. Timers 8, then divided by 2. So we have this. We have such a formula. So applying BODMAS, will have, you start with equal. You start BODMAS. What comes first? What comes first is the division. Division comes first. Divisions comes first. So that means we have, if we have 8 divided by 2, this will equal to 4. So we will have 5 plus 6 times 4. Now applying BODMAS again. BODMAS again. We have 5 plus 6 times. So what comes first is multiplication comes first. Multiplication comes first. So we'll have 6 times 4, that will be 24. So we have 5 plus 24. Then final answer will be 5 plus 24, that's 29. So if we put this into Excel, we should expect, we can put it here, 5, 6, 8, and 2. So we can put this, rather you can come here, equal 5 plus times. So we have got 5 plus 6 times 8 divided by 2. So we expect to get the same as we've calculated here. So the time you put in as an individual to calculate this, Excel will just simply follow the rule of body mass to give you the answer. Alternatively, you can just simply click in the cell addresses. You come here, you put equal sign, then this plus this times this, then divide by this. Give you 29. So if you have other numbers, let's say 4, 2, 7, 1, have let's say 10, 4, 23, 56. So you can just simply autofill the remaining, and we have, so this simply will follow the BODMAS rule. So BODMAS rule always applies when you have complex numbers and or complex calculations, where you can have a bracket, you can put brackets. So if you need something to be first calculated within your formula, you can apply a bracket. For example, if you want this to be first calculated, you can apply a bracket like that. So Excel, you will tell Excel that first calculate this, then multiply it to whatever is divided here, or first do this, whatever is in brackets, first do this, then do this, divide this and add it to what is the result here, then multiply the two. So that is if you want to tell Excel that first have a calculation. So other formulas, we've looked at average. Now we'll look at functions. Functions are very, very interesting, and they will ease all this adding up, clicking in cells, all these functions will be very, very easy. So we'll look at functions at a later stage in the next lecture. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to read through the notes, because there are so many other things that so many other formulas and examples that you can try out in the notes and then get to learn. Thank you for watching.